Randi Grossman joins us, director of Chai Lifeline, which is an organization providing relief aid to families who've been affected. Welcome, Randi. Tell us about the work that you're doing out there.
Thank you, Connell. Thank you so much for having me on. Well, Chai Lifeline is an organization that helps families who are dealing with serious illness and crisis. And we have been on the grounds helping families really try to navigate this really terrible situation that's going on in Los Angeles. We've really never seen fires like we have this past week, and the devastation throughout Los Angeles is just so sad and so overwhelming. So we're providing support really with direct support, bringing supplies, clothing, needed materials to families who had to evacuate their homes, as well as being available for families who need to talk to somebody,
Right.
who need to help somebody process
I mean, that's a
everything
huge
that's
part of it,
happening.
right? I mean, we talk so much about the, I don't want to say the nuts and bolts of it, but the story, whatever's going on at the moment, and this is what's happened, and this is how many acres, and all of that, and then, but you don't want to get lost in the real human element, which is the psychological component. And what would you say about that? How are people doing? I mean, this is traumatic stuff.
It's absolutely traumatic. I think every family is handling it differently, but it's devastating. Families have lost everything in a day. Their lives have been changed. Their lives have been uprooted, and just processing that, understanding that is challenging. And here at High Lifeline, we
Hmm.
run a crisis intervention program. It's actually an international program, and we have mobilized all of our crisis teams around the country to be available 24/7 on our crisis line for anyone who needs to talk, who needs help, who needs support. We're getting calls from parents asking, how do I explain this to my child? How can I be there for my children? They're traumatized.
What is the best advice on that question, on explaining it to children?
Well, I think you have to understand, first of all, as a parent, you have to be strong, but you have to meet your children with truth and be there for their questioning. So you want to make sure that a child feels like they're secure, that it's going to be okay, that
Yep.
things are changing, but their parents are going to be there and their community is going to be there to help them get through this.
Such important work, and we thank you for just taking a moment to join us today, Randi Grossman.